What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on Pig City Hockey. Now, tonight's matchup against the Arizona Coyotes is going to be interesting nonetheless. The Jets are coming off of 2 wins that are spread out over 2.5 weeks that were pretty damn good. The first one coming against the St. Louis Blues, the last game of the 2021, and the last game before the Christmas break. And now we are back in this new year. The NHL season's kind of resumed, even though we're in this weird limbo stage for us Canadian markets up here. But nonetheless, we have resumed this season, and we had a great win against the Vegas Golden Knights a couple days ago, and tonight we go up against the Arizona Coyotes. But before we go into tonight's matchup, I want to talk about a new up-and-coming player on the Winnipeg Jets that saw some time in preseason and recently just scored his first ever NHL goal, and that is Winnipeg Jets prospect Kristian Reichel. Now, there's not a lot known about Kristian Reichel. He's one of our more recent additions to this organization. He wasn't drafted by the Winnipeg Jets. He was a free agent signing, and his time with this organization has been interesting. So I want to do a quick little prospect report, kind of recap on how he's gotten to where he is right now before we go into tonight's matchup. David Gustafson's already been confirmed out for tonight's matchup, so that would most likely mean that Cole Perfetti has my money on coming into the lineup tonight. So if you had to guess looking at the holes, I think that somehow Cole Perfetti will maybe come into that fourth line, or there'll be a little bit of juggling around. But I do believe that if things stay the same with guys being out like Svechnikov and whatnot, I do believe that Reichel will be getting at least some action tonight. If not, tonight we'll be playing again soon. I think he's proven to Lowry that he can handle some minutes, and he looked good in the last matchup against the Knights, and he looked good in the other game before that too against the Blues. But nonetheless, I digress. I think that he is a very interesting player, and let's hear a little bit about him. So obviously, he is 23 years old. He is from Czechoslovakia. He is a very interesting player for the sense that he wasn't drafted into the NHL. He was always rated a pretty middle pack, going in around the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. For all of the years he was eligible, but never got picked up. Was signed by the Winnipeg Jets. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. He was actually signed by the Manitoba Moose back in 2018 after he was there at the development camp. He was signed to that 1-year deal. He's also, just to mention, the son of NHL legend Robert Reichel, if you ever remember the name Robert Reichel, and you kind of could put 2 and 2 together. If you're older, that's kind of why. But yeah, we first saw him as Jets fans back with the Moose in 2018. He went to their development camp. He was signed to a contract, and then last year he was signed to a 2-year ELC after posting pretty good numbers with the Manitoba Moose. In his first year with the Moose in 2018-19 as a rookie, he played 55 games played, 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 points. Nothing spectacular, but came in as an undrafted rookie, played well, and the Jets gave him an opportunity. They signed him to a 2-year contract. He plays well still. He's never been a huge point producer. His best point total coming back in 1920 in 39 games played. He had 12 goals, 5 assists for 17 points. His highest point total in the AHL 2020-2021, in 29 games played. He had 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points. Then you go over to this year so far with the Manitoba Moose in the AHL, 25 games played. He had 5 goals, 7 assists for 12 points before getting a call-up opportunity to the Winnipeg Jets, where he's played 2 games and has scored 1 goal. So he's had a pretty interesting career. And you even go back and look over with his time with the Red Deer Rebels in 2017-18, going back a little bit further. He had 34 goals, 23 assists for 57 points in 63 games, and was pretty good over in the Czech League as well for Litvon. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'm just going to butcher it. I apologize to all of my European viewers, but nonetheless, he's a very interesting player. Like I said, I always love when the Jets bring in guys that are undrafted. One of the best cases of an undrafted player that we brought in recently and developed was Brendan Tanev, a fan favorite, an awesome guy, and becoming a staple in the NHL. He was great in Pittsburgh, and he's been a bright spot on a pretty sour Seattle Kraken team for their first year in franchise history. I like Turbo, and I know a lot of you guys do as well. So yeah, I love watching undrafted players get get opportunities at the NHL level. He's been very, very good so far. He's nothing insane by any means, but if he can develop into a good bottom 6 contributor, an undrafted guy who we gave an opportunity to, he's only 23 years old. That might seem old, but you got to remember Tucker Pullman broke in at a pretty old age too, coming from his full years in college, full term in college, and he developed into an okay bottom 6 kind of defenseman for us. Bottom 3 kind of guy, and I think that the same type of stuff could happen with Reichel. He's not going to be some flashy guy for us, and he probably won't even develop into as good as Brendan Tanev, but if he can be a good, reliable bottom 6 guy, that good energy guy that can play minutes, be reliable defensively, and get a little bit of offense from time to time as well, I think that's all you can ask for a bottom 6 role with an up-and-coming younger guy like Kristian Reichel. He's nothing fantastic, and obviously Cole Perfetti should be getting some minutes as well if a guy like Kristian Reichel is, but I'm going to digress from that. Reichel's been good so far in the first 2 games he's played at the NHL level, has been a consistent, good contributor with the Manitoba Moose for the past couple of seasons, and I'm really happy seeing him get some opportunity with the big club. Hopefully he gets some better looks tonight. Hopefully we get to see some of these younger guys performing. I hope Cole Perfetti has a great game tonight. I hope that if we see guys like Harkins and Kristian Reichel still drawn to this lineup, that they produce as well. I love seeing younger guys produce on this team. I think it's great for the future. So with all that being said, let me know your thoughts on Kristian Reichel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out all my links down in the current description. Check out all the affiliated content creators as well down there. Make sure to check out the Prairie Puck podcast if you're looking for a new podcast for the start of 2022. We'll have some brand new episodes coming very, very soon. Just looking to get the right guests on for you beautiful people to listen to. So with all that being said, peace, love, and positivity. Have a great rest of your day. Go Jets, go! I will see you guys tonight with the recap reaction for tonight's win or loss. Hopefully we'll have to see, knock on wood, that it is not a loss, but nonetheless, I digress. Have a great rest of your day. Go Jets, go, and bye-bye.